This interview is for information only and should not be considered as investment advice or a recommendation to buy shares in the company featured. Welcome to this Stock Box interview. Darren Hazelwood, the CEO of Panther Metals. Now, Darren, I believe you have recently returned from Canada at the PDAC conference. Is that correct?
Absolutely, Mark. Yeah, arrived back yesterday afternoon, actually.
Yesterday afternoon. Okay, so how long were you there for? Was it quite a packed trip?
Yeah, it was. It was. They knew that they wouldn't get the attendances of previous years. The show was probably half the size, but you still had in attendance in total over approximately 17,500 people, which is quite remarkable considering events around COVID and not least where the market's at the moment as well, Mark.
Well, indeed, yes, the market is not very favourable at the moment, that's for sure. What was the vibe like at PDAC, Darren? I mean, there was lots of companies there. You said before we recorded that it's invaluable for a company that has operations in Canada to be at the conference. So you must have met a lot of people. You would have got a feel for the mood and the vibe and the industry. So can you give us a bit of a snapshot of your take really from it and what you came away from?
Yeah, it's absolutely invaluable. There's no doubt about that. The conversations and the networking, and effectively, 80% of the active industry descends into one location and one place. And that gives you an opportunity to engage and network with the movers and shakers and the people that you need to have within what you're doing to enable you to push your own business forward and grow your own business and to put your business on the radar within the industry and within the sector. That's certainly something that you don't get in London. And but that gives you an idea of the concentration and the fact that people go there who are genuinely involved or interested or invested in the sector into one place. It was stunning exposure.
Excellent, good. And did you get a feel that the industry is still, I won't say booming as such, but did you get a feel that there was still a lot of interest in the sector, lots of activity?
Oh, absolutely. One of the key takeaways from PDAC is the positivity within the sector, and that's despite the markets globally. We can keep building these businesses and we will keep driving them forward. But the focus is primarily on the EV revolution that's in front of us, that's happening now. We've got the carbon targets for 2030. Everybody within the industry knows that we haven't got the supply with it built into the industry at this stage. So it can only ultimately go one way. Now, the forces that we're facing at the moment are headwinds that are certainly not industry driven. However, from the fallout and whatever we see going forward, we know that there's undersupply in the commodities that are going to drive the next big revolution that the world's going to see, and that's happening within the world. And everybody in the industry knows that, they acknowledge that, and that it was evident that the confidence is out there. This week we saw a letter from the Biden administration to the oil company, complaining about their charging and their costings and why is oil so high. Well, 18 months ago, oil was finished. And we know that we couldn't just drop oil. And now look at it. If you've got the President of America sending letters to companies. Now, if you can directly link that to the EV revolution, to the requirement for the copper, nickel, cobalt, lithium, all these things are in a state of flux that we can't advance the EV revolution without any of these commodities, and we have not got enough in pipeline. We do not have enough discoveries, and everybody can see that. So our time, I think, if we didn't have the issues that we had, I think we would already be seeing the leaps forward that we know are going to come, and the industry can see they're going to come, and everyone has a certain air of confidence about them.
Good to hear. Okay, well, thank you very much, Darren Hazelwood, the CEO of Panther Metals, for joining me today.
Thanks, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stopboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.